You might be sick of seeing and hearing about labubus everywhere you go, or you just absolutely can't get enough of them. So far, it's become a problem for me. That's putting it very lightly. Initially, I did not buy into the labubu craze right away. They're weird looking, but they're still very cute, so I understood the appeal then. It's still ridiculous that people straight up get into fistfights with each other over these damn creatures, but this is typical behavior for people trying to gain popular collector's items. Survival of the fittest at its finest. But you gotta admit, it's hella interesting that Labubu is a chaos-inciting diva, and I like that in a girl. I entertained the idea of possibly owning a Labubu, but the hype was too crazy for my liking. I was hoping maybe the hype would die down and snatch them from the thrift stores, but that wasn't until I unfortunately started a really bad hyperfixation on Labubus. I am officially now a Labubu girly, and I'm suffering under Labubunism. I would watch commentary videos about Labubus and like the crazy shit that's been happening and stuff. Like, oh my god, people's cars have been broken into because they left their Labubus in there vulnerable and unprotected. You could literally leave out your wallet, your cash monies, your credit cards, passports, social security number, your fucking $25 gift card to Chipotle. But if you leave your Labubu out, that shit's getting snatched. It has become such a big problem to the point where places like Amazon are now selling these hard-shell plastic cases, which is essentially a prison you can put for your Labubus so that they don't get stolen. I mean, I guess it would be useful for, like, you know, protecting it from, like, dust or getting it dirty. But still, I saw this one thing where it was like an anti-theft clip that you can put on your Labubus because there's some crazy bitches out there where if they get close to you enough, they will take out their scissors, their fucking hand knives, and they will just cut the fucking attachment off of your bag. The absolute insanity! Despite how crazy all of this is, for whatever reason, I still want one. I don't know. I don't know, she's just a little gal, she's just a little fuzzy little gal who just wants to be loved and cared for. I don't know, for some reason I want to love and care for it. I don't know. Man, even if I did want one, lines for pop-up stores would be longer than the Wall of China itself, and that includes their vending machines. Yeah, these little fuckers get me bought from a vending machine. You might even find some greedy reseller trying to buy the whole thing out and immediately set up a table right next to said vending machine to upcharge their recently acquired Labubus. Lines would get so long that Pop-Mart would resort to giving people tickets for a chance to buy so that people don't actually have to stand in a line, but even then, that doesn't stop people from wanting a financial opportunity. People would sell their tickets for absorbent prices. I understand that waiting is such a hassle and it would be difficult to obtain said tickets, but that money they're asking for, you're not spending that money for a Labubu. You're spending that money for the right to even buy a Labubu. That's crazy! Something else that I have also heard is that some Pop-Mart stores would hold lotteries not to win a Labubu, no, but to win the right to buy a Labubu. Absolutely fucking bonkers! Despite how insane all of this sounds, I decided to go to the Mall of America and try my luck there. However, I got into all of this rather late in the game, and I'm pretty sure by now that all of the Labubus have probably been bought out by now, at least the real ones I know. I knew I was never gonna get my hands on an actual Labubu, so I was willing to settle for a Lafufu. I was looking around for kiosks, and then I saw this little girl who supposedly just gotten a Labubu from her parents, and she's opening it up, and she's excited that she's got something. At the time, I couldn't tell if it was real or not that I could have gotten a closer look either way, but I did notice that there was a kiosk selling them. I went in there fully knowing that I'd likely be getting scammed, but I wanted something at least. Red flag number 1, they were not in boxes, it was just the pouches. Red flag number 2, there were a lot of them somehow. Red flag number 3, nobody was getting into a fist fight at the kiosk. On the bright side, the pouches did have that little hole where you can see which color you're getting, so if I'm getting a Lafufu, I might as well get the color I want. I gained 2 Lafufus, and I lost $40. I ended up with love in the secret one. For the love one, I couldn't actually tell how fake they were exactly because I never actually gotten my grubby little hands on a real Labubu before, but the second one I could definitely tell. I did a ton of research, and by ton of research, I mean doom scrolling on TikTok for at least 5 hours. With 100% certainty, I can absolutely conclude that these are indubitably and are indeed labubus. I mean, they're still cute, so I'm gonna keep them still. I was so curious on what's the difference between a real and a fake labubu, so I'm like watching these TikToks, and eventually it turned into a rabbit hole of discovering every breed of labubus there are. Of course, you got your passable labubus, where either they look really cute, but they're still fake, or they're still fake, but they almost look undistinguishable from a real labubu. There's some wonky looking ones where it looks like their eyes are bugging out of their own heads, or it's just upside down. There's some that look like they're on Ozempic, and then there's the bald one. This picture especially gets reposted everywhere. And one of my favorite labubus to ever grace my very own eyeballs is this weird looking labubu dog thing that can throw it back. This little thing fucking cracks me up every time I see this thing on my For You page. Like, what is this? There's at least like 20 things wrong with it, and I want it. I found it on AliExpress. You just gotta look up Labubu dog, and it'll be right there. I don't have it yet, but I will. It can walk, it can sing the Labubu song, and it can back that ass up. And it does it all with its face entirely red, as if it's like bursting a blood vessel in real time when it's acting. Like, why does it do that? And why is it so infamous to begin with? And how does it... There is something seriously wrong with this thing, but there's also something seriously wrong with me. I update here, so I have them now. Their respective names is Fufu and Fifi. Although I will say though, I think I'll rename Fufu as Top Dog, just cause it says so on his little hat. Anyways, I have some videos.
Literally put it in jail. I hope you're not. Oh god. Sorry, I didn't really help you that much. Oh god. Walk straight. Shake it. Whoa, whoa. Oh god.
That's the one and only 24 karat gold labubu. I'm so obsessed with this woman and how she pronounces labubu. For the uninitiated, she basically takes labubus and just like dazzle them and stuff and be like, oh, this is my 24 gold carat labubu, or like, oh, this is my sapphire labubu, my ruby labubu, blah 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 blah. All you really need to know about this woman is that she has become my new vocal stem. Labubu, labubu, 24 karat gold labubu, 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 boo.
Hey guys, the Labubu blackface situation is crazy. The 24 karat gold Labubu lady did something really heinous. She committed blackface, except it wasn't on her, it was on the Labubu. She pulls up a Labubu whose face is pitch black, and she goes, I am the one and only owner of the KSI Labubu, and she does it all with a smile on her face.
I am the owner of the world's first KSI Labubu. So I have been a fan of the Sidemen for years and years, and I can't tell you how excited I was to pick up this KSI Labubu.
I don't know what else to say besides blackface is really bad, and anyone who does it is really poopy. God, this fucking sucks. I can't believe I have to add a last-minute addition to this, even though I already had, like, the script and most of the video, like, edited by now. Do you like this bit? Anyway, that's all I have for you. Bye.
People got like FNAF customs of their labubus, and like that shit is sick as hell. Should I make one? They call them corruptabubus. Yes, people have given their labubus la-BBLs. All you gotta do is just snip at the ass crack, put some stuffing in there, and just sew it back up, and damn, your labubu's got a big dumpy now. I have thought about giving one of my Labubus a BBL, but I considered that I don't want to because my Labubus are perfect and beautiful the way they are. They do not need to be subjugated to unrealistic and arbitrary beauty standards. However, if you want to give your Labubu a big dumpy, you're allowed to do that. Your Labubu, your choice. The online shopping experience is arguably much worse, mostly because of bots. Pop Mart has an app where you can shop for all your Labubu needs. Except you can't actually buy anything because everything is sold out. They still have their other blind box adjacent figurines you can buy, but who gives a fuck when you got this diva around? And yeah, all Labubus are female. Let's go feminism, yeah! But for real though, the online store is a draw and the people are thirsty. And when they're thirsty, it's about to become terrible. Every few days or so, they will restock whichever Labubu series they got running, the main ones being Having Seeds, Exciting Macaroon, and Big Into Energy. They have specific days when they will restock at specific times. And when it's time, the game is absolutely on. Each set has 6 boxes and you can pick 1 box to 6 being the maximum limit a customer could buy. I've tried the Pop Nows a few times now and I always end up wasting my damn time. While I'm waiting for the reserve countdown, I would multitask and watch some videos and tips and tricks on Pop Now. So far nothing really worked out for me because all of this boils down to just luck. I would wait on sets and when the timer reaches 5 seconds I spam the fuck out of shake 1 box only for it to just reset back to 5 minutes because a bot immediately claimed it. And if it's not a bot, it's someone who's faster than me. I've tried swiping through all the sets until I see an open box, but when I do see one that's open, it gets sniped faster than I could react, and my reaction is, what the hell am I doing with my life and wasting my time like this on something that is essentially gambling? Sometimes I tap boxes and it takes me to a different page and it's like, oh, why, something different is happening? Did I get it? Only for it to hit me with the product not found screen. Had it load in quicker, I could have had it. So close, yet so far. I repeat this process for an embarrassingly long time before I eventually throw in the towel and I come out with nothing. This fucking sucks, I say to myself. I am never, ever doing this again. Then I delete the Pop Mart app on the spot, only to re-download it again the next morning because I heard that Big Into Energy is getting restocked in 2 more days. Of course, the same shit happens again because I'm that Delulu for Labubus. Oh my god, can a girl just get a fucking Labubu right now? Just one? Delulu for Labubus. That sounds like a quote that only a cereal mascot would say. I wish I could just set up a direct deposit on the Pop Mart app so that as soon as they get restocked, they automatically ship one to me and they just take the money, because I really don't have the will to go through this humiliation ritual again. So with all this in mind, trying to buy a Labubu straight from the source is nearly impossible. Whether it's trying to buy one in store, through a vending machine, or through the Pop Mart app, what are you left with? Resellers. From the bottom of my heart, I truly hate resellers, and these people are the absolute bane of my existence. Now, not all resellers are terrible. Some of them might be actual fans of Labubus themselves, and they just want to sell off their duplicates while they're secret hunting. That's fine. I don't have any problems with that. The ones that I believe that deserve to go to hell are the people who hoard multiple Labubu boxes like a greedy capitalistic dragon. Now, this problem isn't unique to Labubus. Popular collector items will always have their respective resellers who want to profit off of fans. As a collector with multiple hyperfixation, it makes me mad that there will always be people in this world who want to take advantage of my love of certain things for the sake of making profit. I love Monster High. I've had the dolls ever since I was a child, and I collected more ever since in my adulthood. The first generation of Monster High is always something I love dearly, and it goes beyond pure nostalgia. It was truly ahead of its time when they first released. Of course, I love the aesthetic of Monster High and the creativity of it, but most importantly, I find comfort in what Monster High represents as a brand. To be told that no matter who you are or what you are, regardless of race, gender, sexuality, age, disability, you will always find a place that will love and accept you as you are. Hearing that meant a lot to me as a kid, and still means a lot to me as an adult more than ever. And then I found out some fuck-ass resellers selling the Deuce and Cleo Creep Reduction Pack for over $200. This is all for me to just say that I hate resellers. The point is resellers collectively and actively take away enjoyment from actual fans. Oh, you wanna have fun? You can, but for a price. This is why I despise the hustle of reselling. In practice, you have to be an immoral person to do this kind of job. Money isn't always the easiest thing you can come by, but that still doesn't make the ethics of reselling any better. You are selfish for buying merchandise and items in mass from actual people who want them. You're actively taking away that opportunity just so you can repackage it with a higher price tag. This is why I don't think resellers deserve respect. It's so easy to just say, just don't buy from resellers. While it is an issue that people still do buy from resellers, which would incentivize them to resell even more, the greater issue here is that companies like PopMart enable this type of behavior to begin with. They don't do anything against bots that clean out the Pop Nows. While they do have a purchase limit of 6 per customer, that's only for every restock that happens. If they buy 6 from the Have a Seat restock, they can still buy 6 more from the Have a Seat series if it restocks again. This also doesn't stop resellers from creating multiple accounts and getting beyond 6 labubus. Similar issues also apply to buying labubus in store, but I do believe there is more control to be had in store versus online. There are some shitty resellers who have gotten away with buying over 6 labubus, but I do believe there are a lot of shops now that limit at least like 1 labubu per customer and stuff. So there's at least more control in that regard, but overall it's still not enough in my eyes. PopMart and other companies alike benefit from having resellers. Resellers are not only good for generating money from, resellers are also good at manufacturing scarcity and FOMO among the actual customer base. This system is mutually beneficial between the corporation and resellers because they both can profit and inflate demand from each other. The ultimate loser that comes out of this is the consumer. When it comes to conversations about why resellers are bad, I believe it's unproductive to just shift all the blame entirely onto the consumers. In my personal experience, I have tried so hard to avoid resellers as much as possible by trying everything else, but I ended up buying from a reseller anyway. I know that I or you or all of us don't need a labubu, it's not a necessity, but the same could be said for Squishmallows, Stanley Cups, Pokemon cards, anime figurines, you name it. We don't need these things, but it's nice to spend some money on something that isn't a bare necessity. If buying an ugly but cute labubu is what makes you happy, you are well within your right to buy whatever the fuck you want with your money. All things can be done in moderation. If you want a labubu but you can't get one, it's not the end of the world for you, but I completely empathize with you, because unfortunately all of the odds are specifically stacked against people like you and me. With all of that being said, I'll be going into detail about how I got my real labubus, and yes, I have multiple of them now. I love them, but it's just like, how did I get here? There are so many obstacles and hurdles when it comes to buying a labubu outside of PopMart. First of all, can you even find a place where they sell them? And two, are they even real? And the odds of getting scammed are pretty high if you're not careful enough. Are there any stores outside of PopMart that sells labubus? If so, are they already sold out, or are they possibly hidden behind the counters where the cashiers are? And that's like things to consider when you're buying in store. Like, it gets significantly way more complicated when you're trying to buy something off online. My first thought was to go to eBay and see what I can find. Trying to find a trustworthy seller is a difficult feat in itself. This experience is completely opposite to PopMart. There are thousands of listings ranging from different prices. You have so many options to choose, yet so little trust to give. From what I've seen, the lowest a labubu could be resold for is $40, and then from the high ranges, it can be like somewhere around $80 and beyond. And if you're trying to go for the secret labubu directly, that could easily be around hundreds of dollars, if not even more than that. Every listing I see, I just have to overanalyze everything. What kind of pictures are these resellers using? Are they using actual promotional pictures from the actual PopMart store? If so, that's a red flag. If they truly do own authentic labubus, why would they not go out of their way to post their own pictures? Okay, so what if they do use their own pictures? Here's things I gotta consider. They might have stolen these pictures from another seller, and you could possibly reverse search image them to see if that's the case. The pictures might have been AI generated. I don't know if I ever came across a listing with AI pictures. With how good and scary a generative AI technology is, I would not put that possibility behind me. Some resellers do have pictures of the boxes they have with a post-it note or a notepad with their name written on it, but it's possible that it's been AI generated like last reason I noted. But if they're taking multiple pictures with a bunch of different angles, it's probably real. Still, that doesn't necessarily mean they'll actually give you a real labubu. They could easily just pull the rug under you. For Pokemon cards, I heard that there are some resellers who can go live and you can pay for a card pack and they will open it live on stream as proof of authenticity, and then they'll just send you the cards they open later. Something else I heard is that these resellers might swap out the rare cards with less rare ones when they do ship it to you. I would not be surprised if some Labubu resellers are doing similar shady shit like this too. Overall, the most difficult part about buying Labubus from resellers is being able to trust that they're gonna be honest with you. Labubu blind boxes themselves are already enough of a gamble as it is. Adding resellers and scammers only further complicates things. My advice for trying to buy off of a reseller is that it's going to be difficult and you are going to have to put in the work to find an authentic Labubu. Work with what you know and see, like pictures and reviews. If something is off, don't trust it. Think about where you want to buy your Labubu from. Places like Amazon and eBay do provide buyer's protection in case you do get scammed. Unlike third-parties' websites, consider your budget. Labubus can sell as low as $40 and beyond. How much you spend is a gamble. If the price is too good to be true, then it probably is. Sometimes you might be lucky. A higher price tag is likely to be authentic, but it's still a high risk, high reward. Feel free to interrogate sellers as much as you like. It's your money. You get to do whatever the hell you want. And last but not least, you pray to God and have faith in your seller because it's still not 100% guaranteed that your Labubu will be real. After going through all this goddamn bullshit, I ordered my Labubus. The first one I ordered was from eBay and it was $40 and it took 2 weeks for it to ship. My second Labubu is from Amazon for $80, so pretty much twice the amount I paid than I did for my first one, but I did get this one much faster within 5 days of ordering it. She is from the Big Into Energy series. Of course, I do want the secret one, but the odds are like 1 in 72, and I barely have the luxury to afford one Labubu. My favorite one is the pinkish reddish one, and her name is Love. She looks so adorable and sweet, but I'm okay with getting any of them because I'm desperate and this entire experience has been fucking hell for me. Can you guess which Labubu I got? Yeah, that's right. I got the one I wanted. Let's go gambling! Woo! I didn't really record myself opening it in real time because I didn't really care. Plus, I don't really react extreme enough for it to be interesting to watch. I was so worried that she was gonna be fake. For some reason, the blind box itself was a tad damaged already. My paranoia is going off. Real boxes have this easy to pull tab and it should have made a clean rip. If it doesn't, you're fucked. This is specific to the Big Into Energy series, but if the logo is shiny on the inside of the pouch, then it's real. Anyway, I did every single test and she is 100% real. Box? Real. Quality? Real. QR code? Real. The eyes and teeth glowing in the UV light? Yeah, it's 100% real, baby. I feel like the Labubu gods decided to throw me a bone here. Yeah, she's been through enough turmoil this journey. Give her a color she wants. Of course, don't give her the secret one because we're not that nice, but it would be pretty dope if we did. While I did spend a rather embarrassingly amount of money on a blind box keychain, I don't regret it. I'm happy that I got something out of this and I genuinely love my Labubu. Her name is Ava, which is short for tax evasion because I bought her when the taxes were additional $6, but I used my Amazon Visa reward points to evade my taxes. So she kind of just sits on my desk while I work on the script and I admire her at every glance. I can't be the only one who feels this way, but I feel a weird maternal instinct towards my Labubu. There's something about her that just makes me want to love and take care of her. Even before I got her, I was looking for videos on tips and tricks on how to make sure your Labubu doesn't get stolen and how to take care of her. And then I see TikToks of people buying car seats for their Labubus when they drive with them. I'm thinking, that's cute. Should I buy a car seat for my Labubu even though I don't have a car or a license? Maybe not now, but someday. I'm looking at people's fits for their Labubus and I'm buying clothes for a Labubu I didn't even have at the time yet. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Why am I acting like I'm having a baby? I mean, I guess it is my baby at this point. I'm sorry if this all sounds insane, because it is insane, but Labubus have really grown on to me. I never hated Labubus to begin with. I thought they were cute, and I understood that how they appeal to other people. I just didn't think they were for me, but now they are. I didn't want a Labubu because it was trending. In fact, that's why I avoided Labubus when they did become so popular. I felt like they were just too much of a fad that it would just eventually die down drastically, and all of a sudden you find a bunch of Labubus in thrift stores and landfills. That still could very much so happen still, but over time I ended up changing my mind, and now I really like Labubus. Legitimately, I just like seeing people dress up their Labubus with little clothes, and I love that some people are able to like run a business making like homemade clothes for Labubus. I don't know, it's just, I like seeing people be happy by something as simple as a Labubu, because right now it's just So difficult to be happy at a time like this. Not to be political or anything, but Trump sucks and everything he does is terrible for anyone who isn't a billionaire, so could you really blame people for liking labubus so much? There are some people out there who do buy labubus like it's Prada. They flex their collections just to get internet brownie points for being so trendy. That is cringe, and they can be annoying about that. Personally, I find the haters of labubus to be way more annoying and much more judgmental. I understand how people can make a thing they like their whole entire personality. It can be grating, but it's understandable. I don't understand how people can make hating things their personalities. I don't really understand how people would go out of their ways to just be vitriolly negative about something, especially if it's on a post where it's like somebody enjoying the thing they like. Like if it's a video of an adult unboxing a labubu and they get really excited because like they pulled the secret one, there's always like at least someone in the comments who would be like, these are adults, rose drooping emoji. Now, if this was a video of people literally fighting each other over labubus, yeah, this is a reasonable response, but it isn't. And so what if they're adults? They can still enjoy whatever the hell they want. Something I've also noticed about these type of people is that they have a weird superiority complex for hating anything popular. Labubus are for babies. I collect Pokemon cards and Beanie Babies like a real adult. Like, who cares? I know this is social media, and this is what it's like all the time, but literally nobody asks for your stupid opinion. Genuinely, why does seeing people like labubus make you upset? You can hate on consumerism and blind boxes as a concept as you want, but I don't see these same people commenting, consumerism, this is gambling, these are adults, rose dripping emoji, on things like Pokemon cards. What is it about Pokemon cards that make this kind of gambling more socially acceptable than this other form of gambling? I have thought about this, and to nobody's surprise, it's possibly because of, well, misogyny. I've seen labubus be collected by women, men, non-binaries equally, but when a man unboxes a labubu, I see comments being like, man used to go to war. This is a grown man. Why is that such a bad thing? If a man likes something popular, it's cool, he has good taste. If a woman likes something popular, it's a trashy, ugly fad, and God forbid women have hobbies. It's like, bro, it's just a keychain. If you feel emasculated by a keychain, you have fucking issues, sir.
But the boomers are so ugly, I don't understand why people like them so much.
Believe it or not, it's probably part of the appeal of labubus. It's not made for you, and that's okay. Just stop hating on things just because you don't understand something, and leave people who actually like these kind of things alone. Like, how is this not common sense by now? So I bought the entire set. I ordered them in July. They told me that they would be coming in September, somewhere around there, but they came way sooner, so I'm opening it here right now. I literally just got these yesterday. As you can see, I can't, because I don't know, I just thought it would be funny if I, opened up blind boxes, but I can't actually see them due to the blind, so. Okay, which one should I grab? Starting to become a battery. Okay, so it's just like, I don't even know if I'm looking correctly. Find the pull tab. Where... Am I even holding this right? Okay, I got it. Where else? Oh, yeah, they have like the new drawstrings bag here. Who's it gonna be? I really do want the secret because, of course, who doesn't? Who knows if I'll get it or not? And I won't be able to see it anyway, so it's just like, because for whatever reason, I came up with this idea. Ooh. Okay, maybe if it helps if I just... Who are you? I mean, it's not like there's any way I can really tell by feel. It's not like I can touch colors or anything, so... Who are you? Who am I feeling like? I don't know why, but I'm kind of feeling like this one's love. Maybe. I don't know. Keep that in here, I guess. Take this box. This is way harder than I thought it would be. The box is like so smooth, so it's just like... Am I even holding it the right way? Wait, no, I think I was holding it... Whoops. If I had to guess, I think it's luck. Alright. What? I can't even tell if I'm like looking at the camera correctly, if I'm like showing these properly or not. But yeah. Yeah, I forgot like these have like smaller tags now. They're so much harder to scan. I think this one's luck, maybe. I don't know. Man, can you imagine, like, if it was the secret? Okay. So Popmart recommends that you, like film yourself opening these boxes, whether or not you're an actual content creator or not, because it's just so that, like, when you're, like, complaining to, like, Popmart, if, like, something goes wrong with, like, your labubus and stuff, that way, like, you have video proof that, like, the box you open, like, there was something, like, wrong with it. Because otherwise, if you didn't record yourself, they would be like, nah, fam, you're lying. Oh. I'm getting really bad at this. To be fair, I'm blind. Which one are you? Let's see. I'm feeling happiness, you know? I wonder if this one's happiness. Because I don't have that. Both the Labubu and in life. I'm kidding, I'm very happy. Well, sort of. Alright, who is she? Is it happiness? I feel like their limbs are a little bit longer last time. I guess it makes it more posable. Oh, it's so cute. I can't see her though. Okay. Where is the tab? At least, like, when I bought these and stuff, I don't have to worry of whether or not they're authentic or not, because I bought it from the actual Popmart store, and it'd be hella problematic if these labubus I got were fucking counterfeit. I'd be so mad. Like, I waited, like, what, a month-ish just for it to not be real? It's already bad enough that I already got scammed before. Ooh, I am definitely ripping the box. Fuck, I don't remember who I guessed or who I didn't. Maybe this one's Hope. I don't know. Alright, who are you? Maybe it's Hope. I don't know. I'm gonna be so wrong.
I was fucking right. Damn. At least I got one of them, at least.
La boo boo, la boo boo. Okay, this one. What the hell? For some reason I can just open this up. Screw it. It's easier that way. Maybe this one's the secret or something. I mean, a girl can only hope, you know? I think if I'm delusional enough, I can maybe manifest it. Look at the camera, even though I can't see it at all. Final box to go. Screw it. Ugh, this is not going well. Okay. Took a while, but I eventually got it. What have I guessed so far? I don't remember anymore. Did I guess Serenity? I feel like I haven't yet. Is it you, Serenity? I have so many different... Okay, I guess I'll just open my eyes now, I guess. Well, now that I haven't... That was luck. That one was hope. I got happiness. It's really pretty. Oh, it's love. Aw. I like the pattern on her. Really came out well. This was Serenity. I think from what I can tell, I did not get any of my guesses correct.
I got that one, though.
Didn't get a secret, but you know, that's fine. I got plenty of babies, I guess. Alright, here's all the girls here! Well, that was fun, even though I couldn't see for most of the time. These things are so expensive, but at least I was able to buy it at retail. Because, God, I don't want to buy through a fucking reseller ever again. They're chunky. Kind of fun doing this. Like I'm holding, like, nunchucks or something, but it's with labubus. Labubu chucks. Whoa! That hurt my hand. Ow. Are you girls fine? It's not the end of the world if I got a secret or not, but it's just like I was kind of hoping that I would, you know? I try another case. I don't know, because this is a pretty expensive hobby to be having, but then again, all of my hobbies are just fucking expensive. I don't know if you can tell, but like all the plushies I have like here and stuff, like that's not even all of them, but it's just like I have a lot of them, and God, who knows how much I spent. Hopefully this unboxing was bearable.
Yeah, so here's all my labubus, and honestly, it's just... I lost track how many of them there are at this point, because there's a lot of them, frankly. But, yeah. I would love to just, you know, sit here, explain how I got each and every one of these babies, but it's just like... I don't know, this video has kind of been going long enough, and I've been working on it for like a month straight. And of course, a lot of shit can happen in a month, so yeah. I will say though, I've been doing a lot more sewing and stuff, and I really enjoy it. I especially like making little doll clothes just because it's just fun to be like creative with it and stuff. So yeah, there's like some outfits in here. Like some of them I bought, but there's like some that I made. Can you guess which is which? Moral of the story: as soon as you take one in, they start multiplying.